Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm back again with a little life advice for you and an interesting article. First of all, I'd like to show you something here. I have a bag full of tassels. You might be wondering, what am I doing with a bag full of tassels? And the answer is absolutely nothing. My wife just bought these, they came in the mail. And the reason why I have them here is because I feel like I should put a prop on the table, so there's my prop. But this particular prop, because she bought them from AliExpress. Um, she used to buy stuff from Wish.com too, but AliExpress seems to be the popular one. And it kind of made me laugh because just before I came on to make this video, I was reading an article from AmmoLand.com. Now, if you're not familiar with AmmoLand, check them out. They put a lot of good firearm-related articles. And John Crump wrote one that's pretty interesting. And basically, um, I have checked out Wish, but I've never really checked out AliExpress too much. And I guess they're selling things on AliExpress and Wish that are firearm accessories, which I've seen firearm accessories on there, but they're selling some illegal firearm accessories, or at least things that are considered to be illegal. And the FBI had this big sting operation, and they were waiting for some of this stuff to come into the country, and then they were arresting people for buying it. Some of the things they were um, that they were intercepting were solvent traps that some individuals were going to use to make suppressors. Now, um, the way the law goes, and I'm no lawyer, and I do not have any NFA items because they're illegal where I live. Um, is I guess you can purchase a solvent trap, which is basically used to catch solvent from the end of your gun. So it actually has a fully legal non NFA use. You screw it to the end of your gun, catch solvent when you're cleaning it, and there you go. Well, some people use the solvent traps to make suppressors. Now, some might do that and not register them, which is not legal. And some people actually do buy them. Um, and then I think it's called a Form 1 you'd fill out, and you can make that into a fully legal registered suppressor with the ATF. Lately, the ATF has been acting like jerks, and they have been doing like mass refusals on people who are trying to be 100% completely in compliance with the law and trying to register them and saying you can't turn the solvent trap into a suppressor. Now, keep in mind, this is a legal item that law-abiding citizens are trying to turn into a different legal item, but the ATF is causing some issues. And I guess just the possession of these things. Beyond that, I guess there were some people also selling something called Glock switches, which I guess, according to the article, people could use to turn semi-auto Glocks into auto Glocks. Yeah, and they were selling this stuff on like AliExpress and Wish. And I mean, it was some of the stuff was kind of crazy, and these companies for the most part are in China, so these things aren't illegal to sell in China, and they don't have to follow U.S. laws. So hence lies the problem. Now that made me think about a couple of times I was on Wish, checking out stuff, sometimes just to laugh, because most of the stuff you get there is not even like decent quality. But they had some stuff that I saw, and I'm like, that's illegal. One of the ones that I saw that really caught my eye, because I'm like, who would buy this, is a forward grip for a handgun. Now, picture this if you may. Let's say you got a gun like a Glock 17 or Glock 34. It was this grip that you'd attach to the front of the gun on the Picatinny rail under the barrel, and it would be like a forward grip. And then you could put like a backup magazine in it. That's illegal. Now, whether you think it's a stupid law or not, I mean, personally, I think it is a stupid law, but it's illegal to have a forward grip on a handgun unless it's like an NFA type thing. And it kind of, I'm like, I know this, but it kind of bugged me because I'm wondering how many people just thought it looked kind of cool, had no idea that this stupid little piece of plastic is making them a felon, and all of a sudden they're buying it, it's getting shipped here, and they might stick it on their gun and one day get in trouble for having this thing. Didn't have any malice, weren't going to use it in any bad way. However, bad way you can use a forward grip on a Glock. Well, I can't imagine how comfortable that would be either. But so some of that stuff just you know, kind of trouble if you're not really familiar with the laws. And there have been other things too that I've seen and on Wish and on AliExpress, and I'm like, yeah, that looks a little questionable. So just want to kind of bring it to your attention that if you ever do check some of those those websites out, you might see some stuff and it's like, is that legal? Well, there's a chance that no, it's not legal. Either in the entire United States or maybe just your municipality if you're looking for that sort of thing. And the other thing to make you aware of is that the ATF is like cracking down on people buying fully legal items like solvent traps, which are, last time I checked, 100% legal to buy because they have a purpose on it, a purpose that they can be used for. It's kind of like the old VCR thing in the 80s where people were buying VCRs to watch movies and maybe like record stuff, and yeah, they could have maybe violated a copyright law by taping something they shouldn't, but it also had a ton of perfectly legal uses, and you can't ignore that. Well, same thing, to my opinion, with a solvent trap, where it could have 100% legal uses. Now, it might be used for something they consider illegal, but it also has the legal use, and that can't be ignored. At least it shouldn't be. So I just wanted to make you aware that a lot of that stuff not legal. The solvent trap thing, and just that they're kind of like going crazy, cracking down on everything they can crack down on. And I think it's a good idea if you guys do check out that article. Basically, right now it's on ammoland.com. It was written by John Crump, and I believe it's about AliExpress and Wish in the title, and the solvent traps, and it was this whole sting operation. So things are getting even crazier now. I mean, I thought in the past I had seen it all with like things like the Fast and Furious operation and Operation Choke Point, where the government was trying to basically choke local gun shops out of business by going after banks that extended them loans and checking accounts and stuff. But they just never miss an opportunity to mess around with law-abiding gun owners. It's amazing. But of course, let's let the criminals walk. Anyway, that is enough of my rant for today. I'm going to head off now and give my wife her tassels back so she can do crafty things with them. You have a good one, and please like or subscribe if you like and you're not subscribed. See you later.